Hello and welcome. I'm going to show you my live attempt at this case from the Financial Modeling World Cup last round 2 of 2026, called Retail Kings. This was the big and definitely the hardest case from this last round. So I'm going to cut into my live solve in just a second, but I'll give you a very quick overview of what's involved. So we're modeling a company with a portfolio of stores. So we start off with 1,000 stores and details about where they are and their sales in different categories. They sell like mobile plans and devices and accessories. So it has information about their sales in units for these and in dollars for these, and there's assumptions about the margins and what you get, the commission you get for each unit sold, and so on. We've got assumptions about the number of employees, the monthly rent and utilities, and then we're going to be opening up new stores over the next 5 years. And so the aim is to kind of take all this, and there's some seasonality assumptions, stuff about operating expenses, cost of employees, what new stores are going to cost, potential cannibalization if you open up too many stores within the same city, stuff about depreciating fixed assets and all of that. So all this is eventually going to get turned into a 5-year projection for this company. What profit are they going to make? And then the ability to run scenarios for, if they're a little smarter about how they open up the stores to avoid the cannibalization. So now back to the live solve. Try it. Okay, Retail Kings, I need case materials, and I need the financial model. This one is 4 pages. That's not actually too bad, all things considered. Right. Okay, got a lot of assumptions. And we've got, what is this? Existing store sales, monthly average. Okay, so we've got 1,000 different stores, fine. Mobile plans, device sales, accessory sales. Why on earth does this say total current assets at the bottom? Huh? Existing, yeah, store sales. That's okay, whatever. Existing store expense data, number of employees, monthly rent, and utilities. Okay, let's go read about this case. Case is a variation of financial modeling exercise. An interesting tweak in the case study of the industry where we have to forecast a rollout of new stores for the company. The exercise could be especially useful. Fine. A company overview has been hired to create a three-way financial Telekings, yes. 1,000 telecom stores, yes. Itlandia, Telekings drive revenue from 3 main sources: device sales, accessory sales, and mobile plan subscriptions, which is this. Yes, device, mobile plans, accessory sales, fine. 5-year monthly financial model based on the historical store level data provided and based on the assumptions listed below. Financial model file that is provided for you has 2 main tabs: assumptions and stores. Yep. 3% once a year in January, starting from Jan 26. When does the model start? Probably says it here. Yes. Starting in January 26. Okay. A little weird, but fine, I guess. Definitely says starting from Jan 26. Fine, just do it. So first let's do this number. Custom. Oops, sorry. No, come back. Custom. Okay, then let's do start date -1. Make that a date, and then we'll do sequence 60. I want EO month from here by that. Make these 12 wide. That is a 5-year model. Good. Then so this is going to be month end CPI. I guess it's going to be 1 here, and then it's going to be 3%. And then we're going to say this times if month of this equals 1, then 1 plus this, otherwise 1. So 1.03, yep. And let's also lock there. Okay. 1,000 stores of Telekings, yes, fine. 30 mobile plans, device sales, accessory sales, yes. Oh, jeez, really? In dollars? Number of, okay, fine. This is units, thousands of dollars, okay. This says in dollars. This says in thousands of dollars. But they seem to be of the same order of magnitude, and yeah, fine, let's make it thousands of dollars, fine. Okay. Average monthly sales. Wait, what? Okay, I think that's just a repeat. Fine. Number of employees. Yes, fine. I see all that data. Sales existing stores. For each mobile plan subscription they generate, they receive a plan activation commission from the cell operator of $100. Okay, fine. Okay. Sorry, this is units per month? Per month. Really? Okay, sorry, these are monthly average, so these are all per month. Fine. So well, rev. That's going to be, I'll just link into the $100 where that is here. Sales gross margin, accessory sales gross margin, sure. So that's going to be this times this divided by 1,000. Okay. Okay. But I guess this isn't really revenue. This is like gross margin. Because that's just clean profit. So then device accessory GM. Okay. So then this is going to link to device sales gross margin, and this is going to link to activity sales gross margin. And then we're going to make that a percentage. And then we're going to say this times this. And we're going to say this times this. Fine. Oh, sorry. 10,275. Yes, good. Okay. Yes, fine. Mobile plans month. The existing stores will generate device and accessory sales in the same amount as in 2025. Just through. Yes, fine. Seasonality coefficients. January, February, December. I mean, then it's not the average, but whatever, sure. Accessory sales and plan activation, fine. Their average monthly device sales was this. The forecast device sales will be this. Yes. February, March, November. Yes, fine. Accessory sales and plan activation commissions. Okay, and then we're going to have new stores, cannibalization penalty. All right, let's just see what kind of questions we actually need to answer on these. City has the highest number of stores. Okay, so just do. I'm going to import my lambdas here again, and we'll say most of this. The answer is Hexavale. Which store has the highest average monthly device sales? Device sales. Okay. That's probably the total. Yes. Gigatown Metro Center. Okay. How many stores will the company have at the end of month 60? Okay. Then I guess I need to read. I'm surprised we're jumping around like this, but okay. One new store per month. Okay, fine. Open stores in the cities in alphabetical order. Good God. Okay, fine. Fine. Okay. So I'm gonna call it new store and sequence 60. And then we're gonna say sort of unique of cities. And then we're gonna do the same thing again. And then we're gonna do what we got there, 52. So do take this hash by 8. Cool. So we're opening up a total of 60 stores, which means the answer to that question is 1,060. Population per store of Bootwell, I have no idea. I guess we'll find out in a minute. So, sales for each store is the average of other stores in the same city. Fine. Okay, hang on one thing. Cannibalization. Number of inhabitants per Teleking store to 10,000 or less. A 20% sales penalty kicks in. Every store in the city will now generate revenues at 20% lower. Fine. Population of the cities does not change over time. Where are the populations? not here, so they are here. Got it. Okay. Starting stores. What is this? Yes, lock is this. And that is, yes, just a total of 1,000. Good. Stores to change. Well, first things first. Population per store. Any of them below 10,000 to start with? No. Good. Okay. So then I want this over 10,000 minus this, I think. And the number of new stores is never more than a few, so yeah, there's only a handful that are in scope to get affected. Okay, so you can do a roundup. Okay. Fine. So, let's do stores open by city, and let's just name this city. Let's call it sit. Okay, so then here it's going to be just countifs. And then I want yeah, let's do mod sequence comma 60. Starting at 0 by how many? 26. Yeah, we've got all the letters. Fine. By 26 plus 1. So this is where the store is opening. 1 up to 26, and then reset, and then 1 update. Yes, fine. So then it's going to be this. Sequence 26. So it's going to be this plus this equals this lock. Plus this part needs to be in brackets. So one store opens there, then 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 there. Fine. And just quick sense check. Final stores minus starting stores should be 3 for the first 8 places, and then 2 after that. Yes, good. All right. So then cannibalism. Sit. So the population, I guess we're assuming doesn't change. Let's just have a quick search for the word population. Fine. Sales of this, seasonality. March will generate sales of this. Got it, fine. Okay, so it's going to be minus this divided by this is what? Is less than or equal to, where's the magic number? 10,000, here we go. Okay, so Ashford from March. Yes. Fine, that's the only example. Okay, cool. Yeah, so then I guess I'm just interested in the average stats per store. I want to be guided by the questions a little longer. Population per store of Bootwell in January 26. It's going to be the same as the initial, so this over this, which is 18,024. Yes. By month 60, how many cities will have their population per store fall below? And that is going to be, how many are this? And the answer is 6. What is the average device sale per store in Axis Byte in 2025? Okay, so we'll do average. Yes. Wait. Fine. Average ifs of this, where this lock is this. is actually, I think store by store is kind of irrelevant now, so I don't think I even need that. Okay. Okay, so then revenue by city is going to be the number of stores times if this, oh sorry, I've done my CPI, yes. If this, then 80%, sorry, if this then 1 minus, we've got a reference, oh, sorry, 1 plus block, otherwise 1 times CPI, which is, actually let's just make that CPI and give it a name because it'll make it easier. Okay. So, sorry, what am I trying to, average device sales per store, ugh, bloody hell. Okay. I don't really want to do it category by category. So let's just start off with device sales. Oh, you know what, actually you kind of do have to do it this way, don't you? Yeah, ugh, fine. So, make it, instead of E7, make the whole stack. Make this also a whole stack. CPI, yes, and times this guy. And this needs to be locked. This needs to be locked. Okay, so this is dev sales. Is that device sales? That's F. Let's freeze panes here. Yes, that's device sales, fine. Accessory sales. Ac sales. So sorry, the question was device sales in access byte. Oh, in 2025. Ugh, sod off. That's this guy here. 18.17. Ooh, what? Sorry, that's accessory. 121. Thank you. Phew. Total device sales in all the 7 stores at access byte, including the new store. Okay. 130.98. Ooh, what? No. Sorry, that's again accessories. 872.41. No, totally wrong. Oh god, help. What am I doing wrong? So it's 121. There's no cannibalization. But sorry. No, that's per store, so that should be multiplied by 7. Okay, what the hell? This times 6. I'm doing average ifs, yes. So just take me to access byte. Device sales total 726. Total device sales. That's concerning. Oh god, is there some kind of ramp up thing? I bet there is. No, there's no mention of ramp up actually. Okay, bother. COGS, no, not there yet. Capital capitalization debt, no, we're not anywhere near that yet. Okay. What the heck is going on here? This is not good. So we got 121 times 1.03 times 7 stores. Should be 872. We're not even close. In January 26, yeah. Okay, very concerning. What if we don't include the new store? Then it'll be 747. It's still, what the fuck? Sorry, let's get rid of this. Total device sales, 7 stores at access byte, including the new store. Like, just device sales in the existing stores is 726 already. And we're not kicking into cannibalism yet in access byte, right? No, miles off. So what the frick? Oh, seasonality, damn it. Yes, 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 yes. Seasonality, seasonality. You're an idiot. Okay. So, yeah, it's going to be xlookup text of this by MMMM in here, lock returning from here. Lock. Wow, boy. Lucky that there was a question signposting that one. Okay, fine. So dev sales. Sorry, let's name this C's. So I also want to multiply this by @C's. Copy across, and should be the same. Copy down at 31. Yes, 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 yes. So now it should be 698, 697.93, 697.9. Yes. Phew. Oh my god. Total device sales and access byte during the 60-month period. Hopefully 61724.46. 61724, yes. Total device sales in Cashford during the 6-month period. 35306. No. Frick. That suggests I might be getting the cannibalism wrong. So let's see. Oh, hang on, what? Oh, I. Wait a goddamn second. Is this formatting screwery? No, that is a negative. So what the heck? If that, then we're multiplying by 0.8. Yeah. So that's 731.6. It's the 6 I'm interested in. Becomes 4.8. Yes. Becomes 4.94. Sure. Yeah, now it's getting ugly. Seasonality is just 1. Okay, it's a little worried here. So, hang on. How many stores? We go from having 5 stores open to 6 stores open. Goes this times 6 over 5. Get us to 47. What the absolute hell? It's not good. Okay, so let's break it out. So replace this with this. Cashford. Replace this with this. Replace this with this. Oh, yes, 6 stores. Fine. I think this is 502. Okay. That is 0.8. Yes. Okay. That. Ooh, what? Oh, sorry, didn't lock. Fine. Bother. Just that one needs to be locked. 392. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so let's just take it piece by piece. Oops, sorry, there's missing one. Sorry, not some product. Okay, this is not working now. What the hell? G37. I'm so confused right now. G37 is 1. This should be 0. What? What do I say if this equals 1? What the hell is going on here? This is definitely a 1. Equals this equals 1. True. What the hell? This equals 1 is true. Oh my god, I'm so confused right now. Just make it a hard-coded 0.8? That does not help. Oh, sorry, no, it's just the format. Idiot, fine. Okay, so this, it's the seasonality also changes, right? Got it. So this minus 1. So that goes up by 20%, that goes down by 20%, but the seasonality increases. That's why it still ends up net up fine. So then what am I still screwing up? Crap. Okay, so then it's 502 the rest of the year until December, then it gets a big bump. Then it's low, low. When do you next get a store? So, yeah, sorry, you've already got your next store. Back here, you get your last one here in March. Seem to be having much of a boost, 517 to 532. Are we not multiplying correctly by the store? Let's see. My number of stores. Oh, sorry. No, it's here. It's May that I get the increased number of stores, and yeah, then it does go up to 621. 1, 6. Yeah, 6 stores goes to 7. Fine. That's 5 for a little bit, then 6 for a long time, 7 for a long time, and then eventually 8. Yes. I don't know what the hell is wrong. It seems to be working. Total device sales, yes. There's the same question, 35,000. Oh, wait, what? Fuck, now I match. Oh my god, how much time did I spend debugging something that was not wrong? Okay, total projected sales revenues during the 5-year period across all the 3 revenue groups. Okay, well, that's a little... Fine, I feel like we're mixing things up there, but never mind. So, what do I call this thing? Mobile plans. Plan sales. And that is going to be... I just do it from here, right? Yes. Pardon me. Okay. So, moment of truth, 8,721,087. Oh, I think that actually worked. 8,722,000. Yes. Woo, beautiful. Projected hourly rate for sales assistants. Okay. Well, now we're on to totally different stuff. So one thing at a time. First I want total sales by city, and that's going to be this plus this plus this. Then, sorry, head is spinning here. We're still in part 1? Yeah, okay. So then, right, so my gross margin, let's assume that stays the same. So, dev margin by city, based on the device margin there, is this times, let's lock that, let's just lock it there, times devices. And we copy down and across. Ooh, what the, alright, did not lock that correctly. Yep, lock it there, not there. Down and across, good. Then AC margin by city, and that's based on the 70%. Go away. Okay, then this accessories times this. Okay, and then total GM by city, and that's going to be this plus the phones, which are pure margin, I think. Okay, wow. Okay, so now hourly rate. Let's go read some more. Sales existing stores, new store rollout. I think we're current on that. Cannibalization penalties all done. COGS and operational costs. Gross profit margin from device sales 10%. Yes, got that. Okay. Received an average $15 per hour. Multiply this number with the number of FTEs and adjust for inflation. Calculate the store payroll. Fine. Wait, what? You also need to multiply by hours somewhere? Okay. Hours per month. Okay, there we go. Sales personnel average hourly rate. And then we have number of employees. Yes, fine. so yeah, I guess I want to flesh this out then. I'm going to do employees by city, starting from this. And it should just be this times the store is open, which is this. Lock this. Fill across. Happy days. Okay. Okay. Then salary costs by city. It's going to be based on this. So it's going to be, sorry, and also based on this. Other sales expenses, general. Yeah, fine. Oh, sorry, sales personnel per new store is different. Ooh, okay, careful, careful, careful. Okay, woo, close. All right, so let's change this then. Let's do sum ifs of number of employee. No, sorry, here number of employees. Lock where city. Lock is this, and then we're going to do this plus this minus this times 3. So new stores will be, I guess, a little more efficient on average, which is fine. Okay, so then salary costs all there. So it's going to be the number of employees times the dollars per hour times the hours is the total dollars times the inflation rate. Whoops, sorry, I did not lock that correctly. Times at CPI. And sorry, you had a question that was projected hourly rate in 2030. So that's just CPI in 2030 times 15. CPI, and that is 1739. Cool. How many sales personnel will be employed in December of 2030? That's you guys, and that is 3724. Yes. Total amount of rent and utilities that all the 7 stores and Access Byte will be paying. Okay, so let's just quickly look at rent details. Okay, yeah, others. Okay. What about new store rent? Well, sure, whatever. Yeah. Okay, equal to the average. Fine, good. Whee! All right. So that's my salary cost. I'm getting rid of that. That's just floating. Then rent and util by city. Yeah, so I want my average here. Sorry, what on earth is this number? This is thousands of dollars. Fine. So then it's going to be this times at CPI times number of stores open. And I need this part locked. Okay. Oh, hang on. What? Ah, right. Yeah. This alone among all these things is not in thousands. Oops. Whee! Okay. So rent and utilities, 7 stores and Access Byte in Jan. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, that's right. 25.66, 25.7. Okay, fine. 25.7. Yes. Total EBITDA. Okay. Have we discussed all the costs? No. I think there are a few more. Okay. Other store-related costs, 1,000 per store. Grow with the number of stores and inflation. Okay. Let's just see, what questions do we have? I don't think I need to break it down by city anymore. No, I think we're all done with city breakdowns. Unless there's something funny at the end. So stores that bring account, skip them and instead open the next store in sequence. Oh, whoops. Okay, I'll have to watch out for that. But that's fine. That's fine. Retained earnings at the end. Okay, fine. I can do that. I can do that. It'll be a little hacky, but I can do it. What is the EBITDA of AFM over the 5-year period? Yes, fine. So, sorry. Where are we? Other stores. Yes. So sorry, let's just do total stores. I should have just stopped being so granular sooner because I don't think it was necessary, but never mind. So other costs, that's going to be this times at CPI times, put it in here. The other cost per store is 1,000. Sales expense per store, yes. And sorry, there was another thing, which is general and admin is 5,000 for each new store, increased by 2. Oh, sorry, 5 million. Fine. Don't forget to adjust these numbers for inflation. Fine. So, just bring that over. So then, what do we call this? Other G&A? G&A. So it's going to be 5,000 here. So just link. Okay, then it's going to be, that's fine. It's going to be this plus this minus this times, then link in the 2 there, and then we also need to link in seasonality. Did I just do the 3 hard-coded? I don't remember. Yes, I did. Oops, shouldn't have done the 3 hard-coded, but never mind. Lock that, and carry down. And then multiply by this number instead. Okay, sorry about that. Sidebar. Right. So it's that. Oh, hang on. Whoa, other costs are not 1,000, are they? Oh, yeah, they're dollars per month per store. Right. So then, there you go. They should be of broadly the same order of magnitude. So sorry, it's all of this times at CPI. Okay. So then, total revenue will be the sum of many things. No, actually not that many things, because I have it here. That. Total GM. Here. Okay, and then expenses. So it's going to be salary costs plus rent and utilities plus other costs plus G&A. And EBITDA, hopefully just going to be this minus this. And we're interested in EBITDA with a 5-year 620, 332, please. Yes! Waha! Oops, sorry, wrong one. Back to here. 322, sorry, got a crack on my screen. 332.4. Yes. 620. Yes, good. Okay. Part 2, financials. What's the projected amount of accounts receivable? Okay, so now I guess we have to start making the 3 statements. Let's see what other instructions we have before I go on. So working capital, capex, depreciation, debt, equity tax and dividends, balance sheet items. All right, fine. So I think I'm done with stores now. So I'll just actually no, let's delete that. I want to copy this, and I'll call this my 3ST, and yeah, we can. Oops, sorry, get rid of the duplicate names. I don't need 3ST versions of CPI and seasonality. That's not needed. Okay, and then we can just kill all of this. Okay, so then my income statement is going to be revenue, GM, expenses, EBITDA, depreciation, amortization. Do we have amortization? I don't know. Amort. Yes, fine. Amort. That's going to get us, sorry, EBITDA. That's going to get us down to EBIT, interest, EBT, taxes, net income. There might be a distribution. We'll come back to that later. The balance sheet. We've got presumably opening balance sheet. Yes. Selected. Oh, fuck off with your selected balance sheet items. Fine. Cash, accounts receivable, inventory, fixed assets, intangible assets, revolving line of credit. Now we're into debt. Common stock share capital. Okay, so these come to 297,500. These come to 227. Bloody hell, what else is there? Common stock share capital, so maybe retained earnings? I don't know. But okay, fine. And then these are as of 12/31, fine. And then actually let's just punch it one. Okay, and do the same. Oops. Okay, what the hell am I missing? We got debt. Oh, are we missing? We got fixed assets. Short-term assets, intangible assets, fine, fine, fine. Revolving line of credit, accounts payable, tax payable, variable rate subordinated debt, fixed rate senior debt, common stock. So we should be missing something from this side of the balance. I don't know what the F it is. Probably should, but I don't bother. Okay, hang on. Actually, wait, sorry. Let's look here for the balance sheet. Provided with some of the balance sheet items, use the numbers to construct the balance sheet. Based on these numbers, you'll be able to. Okay, fine. It's the retained earnings. Fine, 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 fine. Retained earnings. Earnings. So it's going to be some of these minus some of these. Okay. 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 Ah. So then we're going to have our cash flow. It's going to start from EBITDA. Yes. Then we're going to do interest, principal. Actually, sorry. Let's start with operational stuff. So no, capex is going to be financing. What operational do I need to add? Tax, I guess. I don't even know. I'm not that well up on this. Then financing stuff is going to be interest, principal. I'm sorry, change in working capital, obviously. In working capital. Interest, principal, capex. Sorry, this different category. Total change in cash. That's probably going to be before revolver. Do we need circularity? I think it said something in the question guide about needing circularity. Hang on, I've got the question guide here. Should have looked more closely, but never mind. Circularity. No, it doesn't actually. Never mind. Well, let's read about the revolver. That'll kind of tell us the opening balance is 0. Starting with the following month. Repay it as soon as they can. Yeah, that doesn't happen on the last day of the month. Okay, good. Starting loan balance. Good, 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 good. So we don't need to do anything silly with circularities. Hooray! All right. So opening. Actually, yeah, fine. Opening, closing. All right. So opening cash is this guy. Sorry, that's here. Okay. EBITDA. So hang on. Let's link these things in. So revenue is from here. Total GM is from here. Expenses is from here. EBITDA is from here. Oops. Ooh, what? Huh? What the heck? Oh, sorry. I must not have got the right column. Should be looking at column E, was I? No, I was looking at AZ for some reason. Fine. Place AZ with E. And fill across. That's much better. Okay. I guess I'm going with all positives here, so let's do this minus the sum of these. And then let's do this minus this. And let's do this minus this. Okay. So for now, let's do all of these just carry over. Sorry, D. What? Oh, oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Okay, so then my EBITDA here is from the income statement. Okay, change in working capital. Going to be accounts receivable, goes that way, plus inventory goes that way. Plus fixed assets, tangible assets, no. Revolving, no. Accounts payable, yes. Tax payable, no. No, I think no. Okay, we'll go back to tax, go back to interest, principal, capex, blah, 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 blah. Total change in cash will be sum of all of this jazz. That's the opening, that's the closing. Okay. So then this is going to come from here. Make us be out of balance, but that's okay because we're going to say this plus the retained earnings up here, and that hopefully gets us back in balance. Then we'll just add in a check. Say round of this minus this to 6 decimal places. Then we'll say some square of that. And then we do our usual highlighting trick. So we'll say new rule, format cells based on a rule. That would be this, not equal to 0. Then format, turn everything red. That helps me to keep myself honest. Okay. So just for example, if I break that, yes, good. All right. So now we can start going through all of these things one by one. Okay. Use the fixed assumptions for 5-year period. Okay, 50% of sales for accounts receivable. So that's going to be, let's just link to the 50% somewhere. Assumptions, no, that's tax rate, dividend, no. Okay, I do need to factor in dividends. Where are we? Bloody hell. Really tempted to just accounts receivable. No, come on, what the hell? Accounts receivable months. Then inventory per store. Okay, good. Wait, what? What? How can we 92,000 per store, but we start off with 92,000 in total? Oh, sorry. No, we start off with 92 million. Fine. Yes, that makes sense. Phew. And then accounts payable months is 1. Fine. Down here. Sorry, place. Wait, the link. Oh, ooh, dear, I've selected 2 sheets. That's not good. Quite sure how I manage that, but never mind. Okay, so this is 0.5. This is that. This is that. Okay. So it's going to be. I just want something here. Let's do stores. So it's going to be this. Sorry, this times at stores. Let's just see that is not inflated. Don't forget, oh, you do adjust this for inflation. Okay, fine. Times at CPI. Fine. Then accounts receivable, 50% of sales. So it's going to be this times revenue, which is that. Ooh, that's a lot lower than it was before. That makes me a little uncomfortable. Not gonna lie, that makes me a little uncomfortable. So here, our total accessory device mobile plan, no, this total revenue 180. Oh, what? Oh, right, seasonality also a factor, but still, that's very high by comparison. Okay, make me nervous, but whatever. Let's go with it. Inventory I've done. These I have to highlight as not yet done. Balance is done. None of these are done. Okay. Bloody hell. Okay, sorry. Stupid frickin' navigation. Okay. Alright, so accounts payable is COGS plus payroll plus rent and utilities plus. Okay, is that just all expenses? But I don't have COGS as a line item here. Okay, so let's add COGS as a line item here, please. Well, no, I guess it's just revenue minus EBITDA, right? Yes, I think so. What's that times revenue minus EBITDA? I think. And again, that's a big jump. 150 down to 93. I don't love that at all. Oh, and our cash goes negative. That's very bad. But probably there's more things to change, so don't worry about that just yet. But alright, some question. Is there a question I can answer? Accounts receivable, AFM, Jan 26. Okay. Accounts receivable, 48733. Yes, okay, fine. Inventory at the end of 2030, 113667. Yes, okay. Accounts payable, excluding tax payable at the end of 2030, 189094. Yes, okay, fine. That makes me feel a lot better about things. Okay, total amount of capex. Right, let's go and read about capex. No, let's do it. Capex. So we've done working capital. Boom. Straight line depreciation method. Existing fixed assets over 3 years. Fine. So let's just do schedules. Asset schedule. So opening FA. We've got opening, depreciation, closing. No, go away. Just so closing is whatever it was here. That, and then we want to say 3 years. It depreciates over depreciation. Yes. So it's going to be minus the min of this and this over this over 12. And hopefully we will find that in exactly 3 years it is gone, and it is, and that's happy. Okay. So then we're going to add this to depreciation. That'll throw us out of balance, and then if we update the other thing, we should get back in balance. I want a minus sign on this because that's how I've done it. And then this will be this. And we're back in balance. Hooray. Not quite done with fixed assets, but that's fine. One thing at a time. Okay, then new FA. Opening, capex, depreciation, closing. So closing is going to be 0. Opening is going to be that. Okay, so capex, yeah, that's done. Existing intangible assets will amortize over the next 15 years. Okay, fine. So opening intangible assets, opening, amortization, closing. Just basically copy this. Oops. But now this has to point to 15 years. This has to point to that. And we should end up with 2/3 of it gone, which we do. Good. So we'll add that to our amortization. Get out of balance. Then we'll add it here. And hopefully get back in balance. Yes, so that's all done. So now it's just the new. So invest in fixed assets 100k as capital expenditure for every new store in 2025 prices. New fixed assets depreciated for 5 years, starting from the second month of operations. Acquisition of new assets happens on the first day of the store's first month of operations. Oh my god. Okay. Fine. So, capex. Yes, for new store. So it's just going to be this times at CPI and lock. Okay, but then I wish it would spell this out a little more clearly, but fine. Fixed asset depreciated for 5 years, starting the second month of each store's operation. So, what I want is I want to actually 5 years I can just completely ignore. Okay, never mind. Let's do sum of this divided by this divided by 12. It's lazy, but it's 100% going to work. Don't do this at home. That gets a minus. Fine. And these are roughly in balance by the end. That seems gut feeling about right. Okay. Okay. So then my fixed assets are going to become this plus this. Closing. Going to throw me totally out of balance, which is fine. My CapEx is going to come here with a minus sign on it. Then my depreciation is going to get that other bit added to it, also with a minus sign. And we're back in balance. Hooray! Okay, that's the asset schedule. Can I answer any questions based on that? Total nominal CapEx still spent over the 5-year period. Yeah, nominal, fine, so adjusted. That is hopefully 6562. Yes. Total amortization for intangibles Jan 26, 28. 27.8, yes, fine. Total depreciation expense for fixed assets, excluding intangible assets over the 5-year period. That's this guy. 103, 149. Yes, hooray. Total okay, so now we move on to debt. Debt schedule. Can't tell. Is this going well? 40 minutes left. Yeah, I think it is going well. Not totally sure. I'm on question 12. There's only 6 questions left. Okay, then maybe it's going very well. What is the variable question? The retained earnings. Fine. Interesting. It's variable rate. Okay, so let's read about debt. We have a senior loan, 5% interest, 8 years of remaining payments, equal monthly. Variable rate subordinate loan of this. Variable interest rate, 5 years remaining payments, equal monthly payments. Fine. Fine. Revolving line of credit. Yes, we'll come back to the revolver in a bit. Okay. So senior is going to be opening, repayment, there's no draw, closing, interest, then the, what do we call this other one? The variable will be opening, repayment, closing, SOFR, rate, and interest, and then the revolver will be opening, payment / draw, and closing, and then interest. Okay. So the opening value of the senior debt is 50, yes. And the opening value of the junior debt is, where are we gone? Variable rate subordinated debt, yes. Okay, then the years for the senior is 8, and the years for the junior, oops, here is 5, yes, good. Then SOFR is going to be X lookup year of this in here, lock returning from here, lock, then the interest rate spread over SOFR is going to be so this plus this. Okay, and then the interest is going to be based on the opening balance. It's going to be this times that guy. Yes, good. No, it's just going to be this. Okay, and then it's going to be minus the min of this. I don't think that even applies, and this over this. Okay. What? Nope. Oh, sorry. Yeah, over that, over 12. We're not going to pay it off in 8 months. Thank you. So we should have 3/8 of it left. 37.5%. Yes, we do. Good. Happy days. And we copy the same thing down here, and we should have none of it left, and we do. Happy days. Okay. So then the interest here is just on a fixed rate, which is 5%. And then it's going to be this times this. Okay, so first we'll handle the principal repayments into the cash flow. That's going to be both negatives, so this plus this gets out of balance. Good. Then we'll handle where are we? Variable. This guy, and then this is fixed, which is this guy, and then that's good. Okay. Fine. Revolving line of credit. I'll come back to. And that's done. Good. Okay. No changes expected. Good. So that just doesn't change. Good. Still have to do tax, and I still have to do dividends. Tax is calculated and paid monthly during the following calendar month. Tax liability that arises from the profits is shown in the balance sheet. It will be paid in January 26. Okay, so the cash tax payment is that. Then, so just zero that out for a minute and bring that across, and that'll work. And then, as tax gets paid, sorry, let's factor in interest first. That's also pretty bloody relevant. So it's that plus this, although that has yet to be sized, but let's do it. And then we just have to do the same thing here. So just minus that. I'm back in balance, hooray. Okay, so now we've got a proper EBT number. So then our taxes are what? Taxes paid monthly during the what about negative? Net income for that month. Okay. So the question is, am I totally wrong in saying that they're loss-making, or is this case missing some details? I don't know. I'm scared now. Interest expense for the variable rate subordinated debt during the 5-year period. That is user. Yes, 34461. Whoa, what? Oh, right, yeah, because it would help to divide by 12, you clown. And same here, divide by 12. Okay, so try again. 2872. Yes, 2872. Yes. How to put together a starting balance sheet of the value of retained earnings way up here? That is 7,500. Good. First amount drawn from the revolving line of credit happened in January. Okay, good. I'm glad. Now, what are the terms of the revolver? Do we have a minimum balance, or just if we go negative? Amount up to 10K. Yeah, okay. Okay. You really need to say a little more than that. Is there a minimum cash balance? Let's see. So we used all of these. Used that. We haven't used that yet. Sorry, we haven't used that yet, actually. Never mind. Used all of these. CapEx restore, yes. We've used all of these. And these. No, I haven't used that yet. Use those and those. Okay. Fine. Make all those yellow. Make it easier to track what's used and what's not. We've used these. CapEx per new store, yes. FTE per store, yeah. We've used that. That, yes, good. All of this. All of this and all of this is all used. Okay, good. So, I assume it's just the negative of our cash balance. But what about tax? Like, what about negative tax? It should either say go to 0, or it should say carry over, it should say something. Oh, wait, hang on, what? Wait, we've gone positive again? How did that happen? Okay, whatever. So 7320, I guess, is what we draw? No. Fuck. Damn. Okay, that's not good. Retained earnings at the end. Yeah, I haven't got a clue. This is not working. So, oh yeah, well, we haven't done dividends yet either, which is a problem, but okay, fine. Okay. One thing at a time. Taxes, relevant. Okay, so let's assume for a second that somehow this gets back to being positive in a way I haven't figured out yet. I don't know, it's not obvious that it will, but let's go with it for a second. Tax rate is 20%. Okay, so then, oh, sorry, and also not minus. Okay, so are there any other? Yes, we do have another negative after that. What the? Okay. I mean, I guess the logical thing is to assume that you can just get it as a claim back. It always happens in February. So let's just assume that you can claim it back, and so it does become an effective positive. Fine. So tax payable is going to be this guy. The tax you actually pay is what was payable. Whoa, how the hell does tax change so much? Really? That's concerning. Okay, whatever, keep moving. Right, then dividend. Dividend. Tax calculated and paid monthly during the following calendar month. Tax liability that arises from the profit of December. Yes. 50% of their net income for that month. Assume the dividend distribution happens on the last day of the month. Okay, fine. So, again, it doesn't address what to do with negatives, which I really wish it did. So let's do this times this. 2e can be this minus this. But again, this does not look right. But I'll come back to it. Okay. Retained earnings is going to be now based on this. That'll throw us out of balance. And then we'll factor in the dividend down here. Yes, that goes far enough. So dividend, yes, is going to be minus this. Oh, wait, what? That's not good. No, I just haven't copied that across. Okay, good. So ballpark 272,000. Okay, it is the right ballpark. 272. Well, yeah, it won't be the right number because I have to factor in interest on the revolver. But okay. So this now gets us to minus 7615, which is an answer. So now we're maybe back in business. Okay, good. So I could just like manually handle the revolver. That would not be ideal, but okay, fine. Revolver change. And then this will be plus that. And carry across. Okay, so then revolver starts off at 0. So available is going to be opening plus this. So then I want this minus that, just for now. Sorry. Max of that and minus this, I guess. No, that won't work. Yes, that will work. What? Really? We're negative second month too? Oh, no. Just haven't linked in. Okay, hang on. Come back. So the revolver change is this guy. Bunch of cash in. The revolver closing balance goes to here. We're back in balance. This goes across. How the frick? Okay, hang on. Come back down here. Oh, right, yeah, fill this across. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's not totally not right. Okay, that looks better. And then it gets fully repaid and never drawn again. Never drawn again. Okay, good. Alright, so then I need to do revolver interest, but hang on one thing at a time. So yeah, so here we end up with no money, here we end up with no money, here we end up with a little bit of money, and then we're golden. Okay. Whee! So then revolver interest is going to be based on the revolver interest rate, which is 8%. We're effectively not implementing the revolver cap, which we usually don't, because it doesn't say what to do otherwise. So the opening balance times 8% divided by 12. So that's 51 and 53, and that is, I think, hitting the interest line. Yes, 113. That's good. Okay. So it's 7615 paid off in March, which is scary because that would not show up if you were wrong, but that's fine. Now, yeah, we still go negative though. Fuck. I need to know how to deal with taxes and dividends for negatives. Anyway, fine. Retained earnings at the end. Maybe it'll just work. Probably not, but you never know. 272,053. Ah, it does just work. Okay. So then that's going to be in the main model, and then let's call it last list. Okay, fine. We'll call it list. I don't care. And we'll come up here, and we'll just do sum of these. And so let's make this 1, and make this mod of this by 26 plus 1. And then we should end up with the same answer for closing 270. Yes, good. And now, just whenever this becomes 1, we skip 1. So go to 7. Go to 14. Go to 22. Go to 25. Go to 4. Go to 7. Go to 14. Go to 17. Go to 22. Go to 25. Go to 4. 7. 14. 17. 22. And 25. Okay, so that's never positive. That's good. And this minus this should only ever be 1, 2, or whatever it will be when it loops around. Minus 25. Yeah. So let's do unique of this by column. Spills, really? I don't want that to spill. It should not have that many unique values. It must not have done by column. Sorry, that's exactly once. Unique by column. Yes, it's only 1, 2, and minus 25. So we're happy. So the answer then is 274, 845. Okay. I got a bunch of time left. But I don't know. Maybe this is working. I'm more nervous about question 2 because there are so many questions there, just which is the most. So let's spend a minute more on question 2.